Hello friends, welcome back to Akida. Now let us continue with the problematic part. Okay. Now it is like we have to pick up which statements are correct. Okay. Now let us study one by one. The degree of saturated soil mass subjected to pressure remains unchanged during the process of consolidation. That means they are talking about the degree of saturated soil mass. So, even in the process of consolidation, the clay layer will remains the complete saturated. That means the degree of saturation will be 100%. So, even in the process of consolidation or after the end of consolidation, our degree of consolidation is 100. So, we can say that as it is remains constant, we can say our first statement is correct. Now, move on to the second. Secondary consolidation is due to the plastic deformation of the soil when pore fluid is not subjected to any excess pressure. So, what do you think the primary consolidation? The primary consolidation will happen until the water will or the pore water pressure expels. After the pore water pressure releases completely, still if the load is applied constantly, then there may be a possibility that it will affect this soil grains. That means that is what here they are calling it as a plastic deformation. So that's why our second statement is also correct. Now move on to the third. Primary consolidation is independent of the coefficient of permeability of the soil, but depends on the void, void volume due to air escape. Now tell me, consolidation means is it due to the air escape or due to the water escape? It is due to the expulsion of water, not because of air escape. So we can say that our third statement is wrong. So which is option correct? E. Now read the second question. For a certain loading condition, a saturated clay layer undergoes 40% consolidation in a period of 178 days. So what they are talking about? For 40% consolidation, how much time it took? 178 days. What would be the additional time required for further 20% consolidation? Now see here, they are not asking about 20% consolidation, they are asking about further 20%. So what about the net value? 40 plus 20. That means if you want to get 60% consolidation, how much time is required? So what is the, how can I relate percentage of consolidation and the time required? By using the time factor TV, that is CV into T divided by D square. As we are talking about the particular soil, CV is constant, and here we are not talking about the drainage path, so D is constant. So we can say time factor is directly proportional to the T. How come time factor is depending upon the degree of consolidation? If your degree of consolidation is less than or equal to 60%, then what will be your time factor? That is what nothing but a pi by 4 into u by 100 whole square. Pi by 4 constant value by 100 constant value. So 2v is also directly proportional to u square. So in the place of t, I can say u square directly proportional to the t. That implies what I can say? T2 by T1, that will be equal to U2 by U1 whole square. That's it. That will be equal to UT is nothing but a 60. U1 is nothing but a 40 whole square. T1 is nothing but a 178. From this, tell me how much you're getting T2. So if you solve this, we'll get it as around 400.5 days. Right. Now move on to the next problem. So here also it is like list match the following. So let us forget about this list. Okay. What is the compression index? Compression index is nothing but a change in void ratio to the log of effective stresses. That means effective stress in 2 by effective stress in 1. What about coefficient of compressibility? What is the difference between compression index and coefficient of compressibility? Only the logarithmic. If it is a compression index, it is like a constant value. If it is compressibility, it will change from point to point. So what is the equation? Delta E divided by log of delta P. Let us say simply we can say it. Sorry, It is not log of simply delta V. What about volume change? Volume change, we can say it as a delta V into change in pressure, delta V. What about the coefficient of consolidation? We can say it as a K by mv into gamma W. So all these are like a formula by Harding type. That only is not confused. I am talking about the index. Index means constant. So that's why remember that we will use the log. If it is simply compressibility, we don't use the log. Just this is what difference you have to understand. Move on to the next. So what they're given? In a laboratory test, on a clay sample of thickness 25 mm, drained at top only, 50% consolidation occurred in 11 minutes. So what they're talking, there is a laboratory, it is conducted on the clay sample. What is the thickness of the clay sample? 25 mm. And it is drained at top only. That means it is a one-way consolidation. So for that, what is observing? For that, to get 50% consolidation, how much time is occurring? 11 minutes, right? Now what we have to find? Find the time required for the corresponding clay layer in the field. That means there is a field of the clay layer having the thickness of 3 meter. It is drained at top and bottom. So unlike in the field, in the laboratory it is conducted on the single drainage, but here it is conducted on the double drainage. So what we need? We need to find the time required for how much percentage? 70% consolidation. So again, what is the relation we can use? That is time factor CV will be equal to CV into T divided by D square. What is the unknown we have to find? Time required. Whatever the TV corresponding to the 70%. If it is less than 60% consolidation, we directly know pi by 4 into U square. As it is greater than 60, given the given question they have mentioned 0.405. Okay, we know. What about D value? As we are having the double drainage, what about the D value? I can say it is a 3 by 2. Now, how come CV value? So, this CV value they have obtained in the laboratory by using this equipment. Now, apply the same. Here also, if I apply the same, TV will be equal to CV into T divided by D square. Now, what about TV? Time factor for completing 50% consolidation. How much it will be? 0.197. That will be equal to. What about the CV? That is what the unknown we have to find out. CV time required is how much? 11 minutes divided by what about the D square value? As it is a single drainage, the drainage path is nothing but total length of the sample. So that implies if we solve this, we will get our CV as nothing but a. If we solve this, we will get our CV as around. Just do the calculation part 0.197. So we will get this value as around 0.358. Now here remember, for finding CV, time we are taking in minutes and drainage path we are taking in mm. So just do the same here. TV value is how much? 0.405. That will be equal to CV is how much? 0.358 into time required divided by drainage path 3 by 2. That is what nothing but a 1.5 meter. So as here we are considering mm, consider in mm. So how much will be 1.5 into 1000? 1500. That implies find out the T value. So if you solve this, we will get this as around 61696.9. So as here we're taking in time in minutes, here also it will be in minutes. So just like the same case, but in one case, they have conducted in the laboratory to find out the coefficient of consolidation. In the other case, we have to apply on the field to find out the time required. Right. Move on to the next. What is the given question? A clay layer 8 meter thick is subjected to a pressure of 70 kilonewton per meter square. Okay. If the layer has a double drainage and undergoes 50% consolidation in 1 year, determine the coefficient of consolidation. If K equal to 0.04 meter per year, find settlement in 1 year. So let us first read again. So if you understand the problem, there is a clay layer. What is the thickness? 8 meter. And it is subjected to how much pressure? 70 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, fine. What they're asking, if the layer has a double drainage, so water is expelling from both the sides, top and bottom, and undergoes 50% consolidation. Okay. In how much time? In 1 year. So what we have to find? Determine the coefficient of consolidation. So first we have to find out the CV value. Right? If you find out the CV value, what is the formula? That is nothing but a K divided by MV into gamma W. Isn't it? Or is there any other relation? We know the K value, but do we know about this MV? Volume compressibility. Do we know that value? We don't know. Then how can we find out? Isn't it? So here they have given the time factor also, isn't it? So if they're given the time factor, so what we can say, time factor that will be equal to what we can say, CV into T divided by T square. So corresponding to the 1 year, 50% consolidation. What is the time factor here? They are directly given 0.196. So 0.196 that will be equal to CV into what is the time required? 1 year divided by what about the D square, as it is a double drainage, 8 by 2, 4. That implies what about your CV value? That is nothing but a 0.784. So this is what nothing but your coefficient of consolidation, right? What will be the unit, right? Similarly, now let us talk about the here. What is the unit of this? It is nothing but a here you have considered the drainage path in meters square divided by time you have considered in year. So that is nothing but meters per year. Now what we have to find? We have to find out the final settlement, right? So just recall the formulas, how to find the final settlement. If you see in the given problem, did they mention anything about the void ratio? Did they mention anything about the coefficient of compression index? No. Then how can I find it out? Right? That by using the the parameter MV. So what is the parameter MV? It is nothing but a change in delta H by H divided by change in effective stress or change in pressure, we can call it. So if we can somehow can find out this value, then we can find out the total settlement, right? So how can I find out? By using this relation. Whatever the CV value, 0.784, that will be equal to K value is given as 0.04. Now see, this is also meter per year, that means in the proper unit, divided by MV into gamma W. That implies how much you will get it. So if you are solving this MV, that implies you can get this value. Solve this equation and tell me how much your gamma W, how much we can consider. We can consider it as a 9.81 kilonewton per meter. So if you solve this, we will get your volume compressibility as 192.27 kilonewton per meter square. That's it. Substitute in the relation MV, that is what nothing but a final settlement divided by total air thickness divided by change in pressure. That implies 192.27, that will be equal to final settlement divided by what about the H value? H value is nothing but a what is the total thickness of the clay layer? 8 meter divided by 8. What is the change in pressure? Change in pressure is given as 70. That implies. Now what about the change in thickness? Then if you solve this, here you will get this value is around 0.728. I think we have done some mistake here. I think it were while finding this MV value. So if you solve this MV value, volume compressibility, you will get this value is around 1.3 into 10 power minus 3. Just recheck the calculation part, okay? Now the final settlement is observed to be 0.728 meters. So this is what the final settlement that will occur in the clay layer. But what do we need? What is it they are asking? They are asking about settlement in 1 year. They are not asking about the final entire settlement. In 1 year, how much settlement will occur? So here you can say in the given question itself mentioned, in 1 year, 50% of the consolidation is happened. That means 50% settlement is happened. So in 1 year, what is the settlement that can occur? That is what nothing but 50%. So that is nothing but 50% is nothing but 50 divided by 100 into what is the total settlement? 0.728. So the answer will be 0.364 meter. So do not, after getting this value, do not blindly enter the value. They are asking us to find only settlement in 1 year. In 1 year in question itself, it is mentioned 50% consolidation is occurred. That means only 50% settlement is happened. So you have to answer the answer as 0.364 meter. Okay. In the next lecture, let us continue with the sum of problems. Thank you.